man standing at the edge with the same engineer-looking guy that escorted you from the port. And he'll be checking his papers and looking at you like he's going over specs of the new toy that he bought. He goes, "Are you fully loaded?"
Roger, Roger. I'm gonna ready my arm shotgun.
And all of your cybernetics are fully repaired?
Roger, Roger.
Alright. What we're going to need you to do is you're going to need to... what's the word I'm looking for here? We're going to need you to march the perimeter from coordinates Z3X8 to Z3X9 and ensure that there is no breaches in the security grid. There have been a number of, how do you say, reported unreported, not returning. And if we're losing people, that's not really good for business. So we're gonna need them to either come back, or we need to ensure that more people don't go missing.
Roger, Roger.
All right, hop 2. Report back
Roger,
here
Roger.
in 48 hours.
Roger, Roger. No, clank away and go watch between the 2 points I'm supposed to watch, I guess.
Well, you would know based on specifications uploaded, or not uploaded. Can't upload to you. Based on specifications that you would have been briefed on, that's like a kilometer or two's distance that they're asking you to secure. So not so much as watching as actual marching.
Yeah. Walk back and forth for 2 days. I don't have to sleep. I have to rest.
Yeah, you have to rest, which is basically your equivalency to sleep.
Yeah. I guess I got my
Gotta get
stuff
that
set up.
programming fixed up, right?
Yeah. I gotta run my bug testing.
Defragment, yeah. Undelete. Markup sectors is free.
While you're out there, give me a roll of mind and observation. Prove to me that we hired the wrong droid.
Oh, you hired the wrong droid.
One
I don't watch things,
success.
I shoot things.
One success, something anybody would notice, and you're out there walking along for a long time, over a far distance. As you're walking along, because basically it's your only mode of transportation, you see off in the distance like this large reptilian head emerge from like the treetops, and like this thing has to be far, far bigger than the shuttle you rode down on.
Oh.
And as you're watching, through the perspective of distance, you know this thing has to be a good, I don't know, kilometer away itself. An equally large reptile emerges from the tree line next to it, and not emerges the way its head just emerged. Like it leaps up like you imagine a velociraptor, except this thing is equally as big as the creature that you're looking at, and just begins tearing into it. And from like the distance, it's like a fight from the movie you would see in King Kong.
Neat.
Like these things are just going at each other.
I'm just supposed to make sure that nothing comes through here, right?
Right. I'm not asking. I'm not saying, yeah, you have to go fight that.
As
Go,
long as
go!
they stay on their side of the line, it's all good.
Yeah, I'm gonna just keep walking back and forth. Like,
Well, it's with that in mind that over the course of like the next hour, you start coming across footprints in the ground that like take you a good minute to walk across, or even around. And
on my side of the fence?
There's no fence specifically. It's like a territory that's been marked off in your head as nothing goes across. It's like an invisible fence. But it looks like there's been a lot of it lately, enough that the dirt is still holding the impact of each foot mark. Like the gravity of it is still left a deep imprint. And that leaves all the broken trees and everything along the way and the path that it's gone.
Well, I mean, I don't have anything to do with that as long as they're on their side of the thing.
Well, I'm saying that the footprints are in your way. They're there. It's evidence that something has been here.
I'm gonna radio it in.
Yeah, what is it, M1BONE?
I perform violence on dinosaurs.
What's a dinosaur?
That's my favorite
Incredibly
album.
large
The Blue
lizards.
Black
On local wildlife, I guess.
Yeah, local.
Wouldn't that be like a racist term that humans would use?
I was programmed by a human.
Yeah, so I guess he is racist. He has the racisms of humans.
Elaborate, M1B0,
Large reptilian creatures.
No, I mean, elaborate as to why violence is necessary.
They are walking in my path.
I'm sorry, weren't you... You hear, like, the scrounging of papers over the radio, like he's holding the button down as he's going through all this shit. I thought you were pre-programmed for this. You don't have to ask to defend yourself.
Violence is permitted?
Against the pre-designated targets, yes.
Roger, roger. And I'm gonna track this fucking thing down to shoot it in the face.
Okay, you go off to track it. Back at the port, what's Quentin up to?
Oh man, all I want to do is take Turtle's character and then hot mod it so that it has its own ability to decide whether or not it kills, and then hook it up to a coin mechanism in which it flips the coin to see whether or not
Turn
it
me into
kills.
Two-Face?
Yes, I want to turn you into Two-Face. I want to give you will, but I think it's much easier just to turn Two-Face.
I think it's not smart, just in general, to give a character like Mr. Bones free will.
I like the idea. Maybe merge you with an AI or something.
Well, I have AI.
No, you have. Well, yeah, you do have technical artificial intelligence, but like, yeah, whatever. Anyway, point is, Quentin's on his way to meet up with Joanna Stark.
You do remember you're here to find her. You're not here to meet with her.
Oh yeah, I'm here to find Joanna Stark. So
I'm
let's
gonna just go to where she's hiding out and
Yeah, where is that?
Did I build up any information on her prehensively, or did I just get a notification, like a rumor that she might be at this port?
You have the rumor that she was last seen here.
Okay. Let's see, so I have Cosmopolitan, low profile.
Joanna Stark is also the name of the one I'm after, isn't it?
I think I could use gossip, correct, to use her characteristic. What do I know of her, by the way?
You actually know her quite well. She's a former mercenary that you worked with. That's why you're after her, isn't it?
Right. And if I want to find someone, I would go to the standard mercenary contacts of scumbag areas. See if anybody might be able to help me find someone of a fitting description. Can I use my gossip feed to see if anybody knows of anyone like that?
Yeah, if you're gonna go around asking people questions, just give me a roll of mind questioning and throw in a d12 for your gift of gossip.
It's mind and what?
Questioning.
Okay, questioning. So that's D6, D4, D12.
I mean, do you have any other bonuses you can throw in there?
Let's see. I have does Cosmopolitan do anything?
I mean, this is kind of a mixed area. Let's see.
Yeah, Cosmo's usually a D8 bonus.
Yeah.
So a D4, a D6, a D8, and a D12.
Yeah, you're pretty good at this hunting people down thing.
It's one success. Oh no, that's two.
Two.
Yeah, oh, cool.
With two successes, you would know, or that you would hear while you were drinking at that bar that you went to for right off the bat. You would ask a couple of people if they recognize a woman of such and such description, of this height, this build, typically uses this kind of weapon, that sort of stuff. And they would tell you that, yeah, they'd been at that bar maybe not even less than a week ago. And apparently... Hold on, what the hell? I think I can hear one of y'all's music or something in my headset. It's spooking me out there for a second. That they had been claiming that they had just found like a big score here on the planet, and that they were planning to head out there in a couple days' time to cash in.
Okay. Big score. In nearby area. Did they leave any other details about that?
No, because this is like the point that you're getting is that these might be the ramblings of a drunk woman, and maybe not the. What they're telling you might be Joanna's drunk ramblings, and maybe not the best intel, but they're telling you what they heard and what they know.
Nothing looses up the lips like beer, doesn't it? Alcohol. Well, let's see. Big score. So I guess I could head to. Is there any local bars where other mercenaries hang out?
Like I said, there's like 100 bars in the local radius around the port.
I could go to an info broker. Might have information on any recent big scores, mercenary work. Let's see. So all I know is that she was on a big score, and that's what she was rambling on about, right? Oh, is anybody there? Did it cut out again?
I can hear you.
Okay. I can't hear Theta.
I said yes.
Oh, okay. I actually couldn't hear you first.
No, it's because I tabbed over to see if they were talking about anything in the chat. Just to make sure, and I forgot that I can't talk with my button while I'm on that thing, so that's my fault.
Let's ask the chat. Oh, wait, no one's in the chat. If anyone was in the chat, I'd ask her where they are. I have to say, see you now. No, but, let's see.
Now I'm just running the advertisements for the discount on Myriad Song, which you can buy now while supplies at Drive-Thru RPG.
Fucking ad bots. Walking around the air. Anyway, I guess I'd head out to, is there like a red light district in this area?
Yeah, I guess that's more likely to find found on the ground level.
I need to actually start looking for info brokers, people who would be on the street.
While you're doing that, Myth, what have you gotten up to?
Alright, I'll wait.
So last I was buying some ammunition, and part of that I want to just kind of strike up an additional conversation of what places are there in the north? Are there like lodges or settlements to go to, or is it all wilderness?
It's complete wilderness.
So that's the kind of thing I'm getting into. Okay.
Yeah, Hickston Port is basically the only population center, and that's basically due because it's the only construction site that has its own defense structures to repel the native wildlife. Anything else is too dangerous to settle on your own, and there's no greater source of
Right.
energy on the planet than the Mach Tower.
And real quick, what's the name of the person I'm looking for?
Hold on one sec.
I just need to make sure I have that.
Let's see, it's Mizuki.
Zuki. Okay.
Epicene Mizuki.
Epizine?
Epicine space Mizoki. Epicene Mizuki.
There we go. Okay. So then the last thing I want to ask about is where can I get possibly a rental vehicle of some kind to go explore the wilderness?
Ooh, that's a difficult one. The Hig isn't up to letting privateers. Actually, are you looking for cheap, or are you looking for?
If I
Cheap
can
would
make
probably be good here.
Yeah, if I can make a suggestion here, what makes more sense is you could rent a safari, since there's hunting trips.
That's also possible, but I'm looking for a missing person with guns with intention to start a firefight. I'm not sure the safari will work along with that.
Yeah, and I'd be worried that the safari would only want to follow key routes. So yeah, it is actually going to be pretty difficult to rent a car. All right, good luck.
Yeah, so, yeah, cheap in budget will probably be what I'm looking for then.
I mean, you could always try the junkyard. Might be clunkers over there just getting in repaired and whatnot. I'm sure they wouldn't mind if those go missing.
That sounds perfect.
Oh no, someone stole our junk, those bastards.
Alright, so I got my plan then. Me, my robot, and my engineer are going to go to the junkyard. And of course, the whole time we're kind of listening to see if Quentin manages to send us a radio signal he wants to meet up or not.
Well, the thing is that while Quentin is out looking for an info broker, it seems like the best info brokers are actually in the vicinity of the most run-down parts of the area. You know, the people most desperate for money seems to be the people that have their ear to the ground.
Oh, well then, that's
So it
awfully
seems
convenient.
infinitely likely that you'll run into one another.
Well, if we do, that'll be great, and I'll go ahead and keep him appraised, maybe offer for him to come with us to the North then, if I happen to see him, but if not, junkyard.
Well, I mean, it's not really a matter of circumstance. Do you want to run into one another?
Yes, absolutely.
Well, I hear that from you.
Who are you asking?
Well,
Quote
only
was
one of you is
needed.
named Quentin.
Sorry, I was reading something for a second. And what did you ask me again?
Do you want to incidentally run into Mithelrin while you are out looking for your info broker?
I don't know. I might get distracted completely and have to do something with you. That seems too social. Yeah,
So-
sure, why not?
Okay then. So instead of creeping around and hiding, you run into Mithelrin, and she'll kind of flag you down and run over. So, had any luck meeting up with your friend?
Have to do a whole search down.
Ah, I see.
Hold on one
Okay.
second. I'm actually getting called by someone outside. Can you give me a second?
Wait a second, you don't have a phone. We covered this! That's a joke.
You have to play like you're in the game. Chuck your cell phone out the window now.
Alright, well, let's go back to Big Bad Levi real quick.
Alright.
Hello, world.
So, your all-terrain vehicle. You're chugging along through the woods, and eventually you come upon this,
Let's drive the middle of nowhere. I mean, like, extra nowhere. The kind of nowhere where if you were screaming while we're being ripped apart by plant people, no one would ever hear.
It sounds like a good plan to me.
Yeah, it's exactly, well, we're a criminal enterprise, so, yep, so we drive the middle of freaking nowhere.
Well, the thing is that you drive towards one of the mountainous ridges, and it, as I'm trying to think, I don't know how to describe it. It's basically like a cut open hole into the mountain ridge that from above would seem to be like nothing more than just the mountain itself,
Yeah,
but allows you a drivable entrance.
Right. Sometimes those are called a slough if they're open on one side, or a box canyon. But of course, when we start driving these mountains, like I'm also going to nudge Doc here. Can you still get, I'm going to ask them while I try. Can we still get radio signals from the city out here, or are we also in a radio silence land?
No, you can still get radio signals.
I was worried with the mountains might cause interference. All right, well, that's good. Yeah, Doc, I'm going to say, Doc, keep a channel open in case we need. I mean, I know if we have to call the security, the Pinkertons or whatever, staying alive is more important than keeping our illegal warfare run. But I'm telling Doc this on the sly. Don't tell these guys.
Yeah. Yeah, he does those affirmative whistles that beep boop things he's been doing.
Yep.
But yeah, you drive into this darkened, basically into the mountain, and it opens up into a larger like cave system where you
All right,
can
so
see.
we're doing this completely underground with lamps. That's a good sign.
Yes, and you have the like an open cave system where a number of other ATVs are parked, and you pull up into like just a parking area where all the other ones are lined up. And built into the side of the wall is like the door. Basically, looks like the bulkhead from the ship that you were just having your big fight in.
Right. Well, it's a lot of these we repurposed ship parts. I'm guessing this is like a dead mine that they just went ahead and occupied.
I mean that's as good a guess as any. You can't really. It doesn't look. I guess it does kind of look like a mine entrance because you could imagine a large vehicle coming through here.
Yeah, I mean, I'll ask Joker some probative questions. This is, like I'll ask him, is this a mine that you guys just occupied or whatever? Because I can't think you guys actually have digging tools.
Joker kind of just gives you a shrug and indicates towards the door. I said I don't really deal with that side of things, and I'll be honest with you, I'm kind of new to the operation.
Now, I'm laughing, but my character is just sitting here thinking, wow, Joker, you're the dumbest guy, so they saved you for last.
Like I said, I'm kind of new to the operation.
I know, it's just like, I mean, I don't have a gun to grip tighter, so, well, I do, but anyway. I'll just kind of nod. I'm just sitting there nodding sagely. I don't think either Doc or Sri are going to be surprised when we go on the big killing spree. So, all right. So I guess we go inside. They drive us in, or do we have to park and go in?
Yeah, no. They parked. You all got out of your ATV. It's like a whole line of ATVs here for the various businesses they have to do.
Wow. So you, Joker, do you know anything about how you distribute? I mean, so Joker, you're new here. Are you a distributor? Or are you a gardener? What is it you do?
Oh, like I said, I deal with security matters when it comes to the port. I try to make sure that we're either not followed, not detected by any airborne, reconnaissance.
Well, yeah, this is a big installation, and the fact that it's dug in so deep probably means that, it was derelict, or at least, a claim that was filed. What are you doing to keep the Pinkertons from coming around here?
Oh, we find that being so far out that the natural inhabitants of the planet do that job mostly for us. Nobody wants to come out this far on their own, and without any reports, tends to be that nobody comes out here to investigate either. Every so often there's like airborne airborne security comes by looking for either missing persons or, just anything out of the ordinary. But being dug into the mountain as we are, they don't tend to see us.
So basically, it's a real easy job then.
I'm kind of new here. I mean,
Yeah, I'm sorry.
nothing bad's happened since I got around.
When you say new, so sorry. Speaking as an eternal being that lives for centuries, when you say new, like 5 years ago, 10 years ago,
Couple months.
couple months.
Yeah, I came in on the last cavalcade that came around. They sent me to reinforce security. I don't remember why. They didn't really give me any reasons. They just wanted some additional men.
Undisclosed reasons. We're not going to tell you about the brutal.
We need you to
plantings that
leave
you
for like
do.
a couple, Sure. Let's go inside. I'm just gonna walk right on inside.
Yeah, the stoic guy goes in first. He'll walk ahead of you.
Oh, sorry. I'm putting on the rest of my suit and going on inside.
That's fine. Joker will wait for you. The stoic guy goes on ahead, though. The doors stay open. On the inside, though, it's like I don't have to say lab white, except there's like bits of brown dirt coating the floors.
Right. I mean, the walls are painted white and it's supposed to be clean, but it's dirty.
Yeah, it's not really being operated to the cleanest of standards.
Well, so is it like this used to be a mine, but they plastered over the walls, which is why it's white?
I mean, if you imagine, I'm trying to think, like, you know how they do when they dispose of nuclear waste? It's like a giant open cave system, but they like build like concrete into it too. Kind of something like that.
So they sprayed white concrete over it, but it's getting kind of dirty. All right. Well, let's go see the operation. Where is everybody else? Just you two guys?
Oh no, there's a ton of people here. I mean, I wouldn't get too accustomed to conversations. They
don't talk a lot, do they?
No, they haven't been. I mean, they used to.
I don't want to waste anyone's time more than I am. Let's just go straight to the farm and take a look at it. Do you have one big farm, or do you have several smaller ones in several different corridors?
No. Apparently, when I got here, I was informed that they like to do things in mass. Seems apparently it's just easier to do them all at once.
I'm sure it is. Let's go look.
Because he leads you basically into a straight path.
Oh,
and there's a bunch of...
Wait. I gotta interrupt you right there. I'm sorry. See, I'm an old alien, and thus I have a complicated biological scheme that you might not understand. So me and the doc have to take care of a gastrointestinal affair. Can you show us where the bathroom is?
Yeah, sure. I mean,
yeah.
He'll gesture to a side hallway that leads to like a commissary, and off of the commissary is like a series of bathrooms.
Yeah.
A series for a bunch of different alien types.
I'm gonna put my hand vaguely where he would probably think my stomach is and say, yeah, I mean, I may be a big guy, but I've been around, kind of old. Some of the alien food doesn't agree with me. This could take us like a few minutes. I'm really sorry. Could we have some privacy before we do this? I mean, you understand, right? I mean, you're a young person. You got your whole life ahead of you. You guys live, what, 15, 20 years?
Well, I'm hoping for a bit more than that, but, dangerous work.
Oh,
anyway,
yeah,
I'll just wait out here in the hall. You take all the time you need.
So does he leave?
Well, no, he points you towards the bathrooms, and he says he's going to wait in the hall.
Right, so we go in the bathrooms.
Yes.
And close the door and have some privacy, right?
It's one of those, it's one of those things where it goes, you go in, it takes a left-hand turn, you go forward, it takes a right-hand turn, so you can't see it from a hallway, but there's no real doors.
Crap. Okay. Well, I'm gonna start. Okay, Sri. Watch the entrance.
Got it, boss.
Okay, so I'm gonna start. All right. So if this place is everyone with plant people, Doc, you have a robot brain, and Sri over there is made out of silicon and not carbon. So you two are secondary targets. I'm a primary target, as my brain is made of carbon meat. If anything goes down. So I don't want you guys to feel bad if I love you guys. I'll say, putting my hand on Doc's middle shoulder. But if I have to ditch you, the worst they can do to you guys is just kill you. So I don't want you. If I disappear, I don't. If we have to scatter, we have to scatter. I guess we'll rendezvous back at the tower. Got that?
Stirring speech as always, boss.
All right. The key sign I can think of to find out if the plants have taken over is let's check the plumbing system in here. If it's human shit, that would be different than plant person shit. And you're a doctor, so why don't I assist you and we'll go ahead and sample the plumbing.
Okay.
So I just gave him that big ruse about how I need that, but it's like, let's take samples here in the bathroom and find out what we can. And failing that, we'll probably just go to the commissary because they might not be any humans. But maybe we could find something here, and that way we won't look as conspicuous. So I'd like to assist Doc in Doc making an academics and medicine roll to figure out what kind of, fecal matter we'll be finding in here. Sorry if I'm grossing people out, but this is one of the easier things.
It's not like I'm trying to eat or anything.
Well, the plant people still eat because they're still omnivores, but
no, I'm actually eating at the time you started talking about this. Luckily, I just don't give a shit. You do.
So
it's not like you're flinging it at people, so it's all good.
So this is probably not something I can do by rote because I'm not a doctor. So you want me to roll?
Well, Doc is a doctor.
Right, but I want to give him an assist bonus because I.
Oh, you mean for your assist? Yeah. No rote for you. He could roll.
We're not working with lab samples. What the hell?
Well, it's almost a botch.
I'm gonna burn. Well, it's not a botch, which is important. I'm gonna burn my personality of business-like on this because I can't think of anything more methodical and business-like than systematically checking everybody's poop.
Yep, it's business time.
There we go. Get a bonus D8 from me.
All right, so you have what? You're gonna use your doctor gift on this one? No, you can't. Medicine, no, right?
Yeah, I think medicine would apply. I mean, I would argue checking people's fecal matter to see what kind of, to see if they're humans or not would be a medicine issue.
It's a medical practice.
So go ahead and roll your.
Well, I don't. The robot does.
Yeah, but he's your ally. Oh, you want me to roll?
Well, I can roll. Okay, so he's got mind. He's got academics. He's got a bonus D12 from medicine. And he has a bonus D8 assist from me.
Yes.
All right. And he has a medical outfit, right?
A hospital outfit, yeah.
Right, so that's a D8 bonus from that.
So three successes.
3 successes. That might be enough to tell if there are plant people in their population.
What you're getting is, I guess he's going to inform you, Doc is going to inform you that there is human feces in the septic system, but an abnormally low amount for the number of people that they're claiming to be here.
That's what I was worried about.
It's as though only one person has been shitting here for the last month.
Really? Who would have guessed? I should keep my voice down. Right. Of course, we don't know if Joker is a real human or not, but
I have an idea.
Doc, you've got a Hippocratic oath, so you're not going to murder anybody, right?
He pulls out his incapacitating spray.
All right.